Escape global music. What are you escaping from?
Elm City, stupid! What up, what up, what up? It's your guy, D to the A to the R to the N, Bars! And you're back with another episode of The Bars Report. That's right, my friends, The Bars Report. And today, we're going to be talking about why wasn't Daz Dillinger at the BET Awards with Snoop Dogg when Snoop Dogg was being honored? All this and more today on The Bars Report. Yo, so straight up, man, ain't nobody talking about it. Ain't nobody talking about it. Nobody's gonna talk about it. But last night, we had Snoop Dogg at the 25th anniversary of BET, the BET Awards. He performed. He performed his greatest hits. Dr. Dre, no surprise there. You know, super producer, got a lot to do, billionaire. He chilling. Snoop Dogg put out an album. Of course Snoop Dogg's gonna be there. Of course Snoop is gonna be there. And he's being celebrated. He's the honoree. Wow. Wow. I mean, it's about time. He got, if not more albums than Jay-Z at this point. You know what I'm saying? Like, they didn't chart like Jay-Z's did, but Snoop Dogg has been since, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, 93, 92, coming out swinging. So he's performing on stage. We got Corrupt. Corrupt comes out. We have a tribute to Nate Dogg. That happens. Warren G comes out. Time out. So Warren G has publicly, he's publicly talked about, his issues that he's had within the camp. You know what I'm saying? He was just like, yo, they were, Dr. Dre and Snoop Dogg were recording Missionary. I wanted to be there for Missionary. I can't just be in the background for Missionary. Snoop Dogg responded and was like, yo, I don't know what the situation is between Dre and who he wants, and between Dre and Warren and who Dre wants in the studio when he's working, but I know when I'm called, it's time to go to work. Like, when you go to work, when it's time to go to work, you call your homeboys like, hey, yo, I'm about to clock in. Y'all about to pull up. You know what I'm saying? That makes a good point. But nonetheless, Warren G was there. They performed the song, It Ain't No Fun. You know what I'm saying? Daz is on. It ain't no fun. So my question is, why wasn't Daz Dillinger there tonight? Why wasn't the dog pound in the house tonight? You know what I'm saying? Like, what's the whole issue? What's going on? So if you do some history, you know what I'm saying? Daz and Snoop beef all the time. They just them cousins in the family that just don't get along. When they do get along, it's great. You know what I'm saying? They make monumental music. You know what I mean? They make accolades. They make anthems. Dog pound gang bang. But without that element, it just kind of feels like there's something missing. You know what I'm saying? So now you go back in the history, in the archives, and you see Daz Dillinger, you know what I'm saying, relating to Snoop as skinny cuz. You know, so that's skinny cuz, he acted funny, blah, 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 whoop-de-whoop. You know what I'm saying? Fast forward down to this coming back to life, you know what I'm saying? Despite the beef, and I think Daz had a problem with Snoop and Corrupt at that time. You know what I'm saying? He was like, nah. Snoop was like, yo, nope, I'm getting this Death Row thing back together. We need the Dog Pound back together. So despite any petty beefs, despite anything minuscule that just wasn't even really worth talking about, you know what I'm saying? That was all squashed with one phone call. Snoop said, let's go. Daz said, let's go. Corrupt said, let's go. We got Dog Pound gang bang. Dog Pound gang bang. That's what we got. Dog Pound gang bang. So if that's the case, again, why wasn't Daz at the BET Awards with Snoop Dogg accepting his Lifetime Achievement Award, BET style? You know what I'm saying? So then you go back and it's just like, what went on? You know what I mean? Like, what's really the disconnect? So Daz one of them type of dudes where, you know what I'm saying, he about to put out a new album. Now, all of a sudden, he got a part 2 coming out of his new album, right? Retaliation, Revenge, and Get Back, part 2. That's the new album that's dropping on the 15th of this month, coming from Daz, right? And if you look at the track listings, he got only 2 songs with Corrupt, right? One of them got RBX up there. These seem like some songs that was just tucked in the stash, you know what I'm saying? Waiting for a better day, waiting for an opportunity to come out. Some throwaways, you know what I'm saying? Snoop Dogg is nowhere to be mentioned on this album. None. Daz is on his own wave. He just did an interview where he was giving mad gems about learning from lessons and moving on, so it's not a waste of time. Mad subliminals, you know what I'm saying? Mad subliminals. But I think, the proof is in the pudding. It's all about the action at the end of the day. I'm looking at the action. And the action is Daz is not on stage with Warren G, RIP Nate Dogg. His spirit was definitely in the building. Snoop Dogg or Corrupt. I think it's just that time of the month for them again, man. Puppy's gonna squabble, Puppy's gonna fight, but hopefully Puppies get it back together, man. Dog's gonna fight, Dog's gonna argue, but you know what I'm saying? Dog's gonna be alright at the end of the day. But let me know what you guys think in the comments, man. Why do you think Daz Dillinger of the Dog Pound was not included or invited? I mean, I was checking out his IG. All right, I'm looking at his IG right now. It shows I'm looking at his story. It's Ice-T. You know what I'm saying? What do you think that's about? What do you think that's about? What do you think that subliminal message is? Like, the BET Awards just went on. Daz wasn't there, and he's putting up a song of Ice-T. So what subliminal do you think he meant by that? You know what I'm saying? Do you think he's dropping more subliminals, dropping this new album, Retaliation, Revenge, and Get Packed Part 2? Let me know what you guys think in the comments, man. Because I know one thing's for sure. One thing's for sure, two things for certain. Daz Dillinger is a ill producer. Ill producer, man. I won't deny it. I'm a straight rider. You don't want to bang with me. Got the police busting at me, but they can't do nothing to a G. My name is... Yo, but let me know what you guys think in the comments, man. But until the next time, it's your guy, D to the A to the R to the N. Buh.
Escape global music. What are you escaping from?
Elm City, stupid!